Master Kasdan Paratus is dead.
Then there is but one more test.
I'm ready now.
No. You've defeated an old man and an outcast. You must face a true Jedi Master.
Who?
Master Shaak Ti, one of the last of the Jedi Council. You'll need the full power of the dark side to defeat her.
Yes, my master.
Assassins.
Darth Vader has found us.
Perhaps. Maris, gather your belongings and go into hiding, just as we've practiced. Do not return until I summon you.
But Master, this is what I've been waiting for. Let me fight!
No. I will lead this assassin to the ancient abyss alone. You are not ready to face a Sith. You would surely be killed. Maris, we are among the last of the Jedi. While we live, the Order survives. I cannot allow you to be captured or killed by the Empire. Now please, go to the graveyard and wait for my summons. No. She hasn't been corrupted. Not yet. She's just afraid. May the Force be with you, Maris Brood.
The voice actor for Darth Vader is really good. The voice actor is really good because it's James Earl Jones. It's the original voice actor.
I'm tracking your location. Just ahead, you should find a hollow fungus tower. You'll need to make your way through it.
Yep, and here's Adrian's favorite skin. Relatively shirtless Star Killer. But yeah, to my understanding, the voice actor has always been James Earl Jones. It will always be James Earl Jones. Except for on Battlefront, because reasons. You sure it's not him? Could have swore it was him.
The Felucians seem to be more organized and powerful than Imperial records would indicate.
A Jedi's hand is at work.
Fuck you. Ow. Are there any holocrons nearby? There is one. Force points. Someone named Matt Sloan. Huh. Like I said, I could have swore that it was James Earl Jones, but that could be because, like, to my knowledge, he was always the voice. Oh, right, I remember this one. So there's one holocron, two holocrons, three. 4. Looking at 4 holocron grabs before we're out of this building. But yeah, either way, like, it is a good voice actor. Shit. Oh crap. Who do you think should view him in the future depictions of... I don't... In all honesty, I don't think anyone should. Just like I don't think they should have anyone else play Princess Leia. When Jones passes, I think that should be like the clue. Star Wars just is like, okay, well, nothing else we make shall include Vader. There's like the entire Old Republic era they can touch. There's the post movies where there won't be Vader. We don't need to keep going back to the original trilogy era for Star Wars. There's thousands upon thousands of years they can work with. They don't need to keep going back to Vader. If they do, it means they're running out of ideas and they're just trying to like rehash bad ones. Like, I would pay tons of cash, and I mean tons upon tons, for a game where it fought, like, remake the Shadows of the Empire, where Vader wasn't involved. Well, he was, but not directly. We don't interact with him. Was this one I was on? Yep, that's the one I was on. Or, if we're going to keep doing that era, do ones where Vader doesn't take place. Just do stuff with Boba Fett. Do stuff with, pretty much anything, really. Just, you don't need to do Vader. And I know a lot of fans look, but he's so iconic. It's like, yeah, but there are other characters that are just as good, if not better. Like, fans forget about... Shadows of the Empire was... I like Shadows of the Empire. It was a good side game that had nothing to do with the Force. It was all just... It was a shooter game. Like, if Shadows of the Empire as a story was made now, it would have been probably one of the best games to come out. Its only downside was that it came out when Star Wars wasn't really, like, needed to be famous anymore. So they didn't put much into it. And also, it focused on a character no one knew, so that was, like, really hard for a lot of fans. I don't know, I like the book. Shadows of the Empire is one of my favorite side stories of Star Wars. I like Dash Rendar. I think the whole seeing what happens to him versus, what's it called, Boba Fett and IG-88 was badass. Him saving Luke, all those cool things I thought were awesome. Also, I like the Prince Caesar thing. It was cool seeing someone fighting with Vader for the Emperor's hand. Seeing as that's actually a common thing in the comics. Vader has had to constantly deal with people trying to take his spot as the Emperor's right hand. And seeing Shizor, a crime lord, try to do it was fucking badass. Especially when the fact he actually pissed Vader off by putting an assassination attempt on Luke, and Vader was like, yeah, fuck you. See, you look at it as a bootleg Han Solo, I look at it as Han was a smuggler, meaning he had smuggler friends. We got to see one of those smuggler friends in action. Wouldn't Lando be considered a bootleg Han because they're both they're both scoundrels? No, they're individual characters. If all you can see is a bootleg Han, then you kind of shortchanged yourself. And also, Han wasn't that selfish. Dash was very self-driven. Like, he didn't care about the rebellion. He didn't care about any of the whole war with the Empire. He just wanted to get paid. Only reason he stuck around as long as he did was because his buddy Han got in deep with the bounty hunters, and he owed Han. So he stuck around. Especially in the end, when he pretty much fakes his death so that way he could remove ties to the rebellion. Because he knew if he stayed alive, if he was known to be alive, the Empire would come after him. You gonna be looking for a bit? Alright, Adrian, as long as you're enjoying yourself. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck off. There should be, I think, one more. Oops. Yeah, one more. There it is. Unstable red crystal? Nice. Does that mean it's gonna look like Kylo's? Because if it's gonna look like Kylo's, that'd be kind of cool. How's it look? Huh. It does. It looks just like Kylo's. At least they had the foresight to keep that, like, accurate. I don't think we'll get a film set in the Old Republic. I don't want a film. I want a Netflix series of the Old Republic because, like, being what the Old Republic is, I think they'd benefit the most from a Netflix series that has each season follow the Mandalorian Wars, Revan, Mitra Surik, and stuff like that. Each season builds up through the game, like what the game's described. I would totally work for LucasArts to write the story and everything if they gave me permission, but that's because I love KOTOR 1 and 2, so I would totally love to work on work on a project that's based on that time period. Like, that'd be my dream. If I had to pick a, do a thing. And also, like, I wouldn't be so yes or no because I didn't think we were going to get half the things we would get Star Wars wise, and look what we're getting every year now. Like, we're set for life Star Wars wise, which is awesome. We get a new movie every year for the next like 15 years.
Aliens might be well trained, but if you could identify and eliminate the leader of each group, you might be able to demoralize the rest.
Right, Karth. I will not write out Karth. He was actually awesome. Like, see, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get how anyone can hate what was in the old canon. Okay, that's it. Karth was awesome. If I was to write out anything, I would write out the actual MMO Old Republic. All of that would be written out, because I was just not impressed with that story at all. Oh, right, okay. Thought I killed you. What the hell? This is upsetting me. I don't want to talk about this now. See, you're kind of simplifying Karth's character when really it was the dude was betrayed by his mentor, which right there, that can break somebody. He has post-traumatic stress from watching his entire planet be ruined. He has a martyr complex because he wants to avenge his family. Only to find out his son joins the Sith. His wife died because his mentor wanted to prove himself to the enemy. Just everything in his world was shattered, and all that was left was the Republic. As someone who has gone through shit and I don't like talking about it, I understand Karth. I empathize with him. It's a good character dynamic when done well. And being that the games came out in the early 2000s, sure, it wasn't perfect writing, but it wasn't a bad character. Besides, in terms of RPG games, what the Karth storyline thing, that's kind of common. A lot of characters have that type of arc where they don't want to talk about things until you get to a certain point with them. It encourages you to get to know the characters.